Hey everybody, hope you're all having a good day. I was watching some folks pick a fight with RDLs the other day, and I heard more than one person mention just how tough it was on their hands. So I thought this would be a good opportunity to talk about the little tool we call lifting straps. Nothing much to them, just a little piece of fabric, some tape at the end. Great thing though is that what these allow us to do is kind of take some of the emphasis off the hands and let you kind of focus on your midline, glutes, hammies, all that good stuff. We can also use them kind of in a front squat scenario, so that if you are feeling like it's kind of tight through the shoulders or super aggressive on the wrists, that's a way that we can still train the front squat effectively with that front rack position. Take some of the load off the wrists on that day so that you can load things up. So I thought it'd be, helpful for me to just take you through a little DIY on how you can make your own lifting straps that you can bring with you to the gym so that they're always there ready for you. Okay, so let's check it out. All right, so if you want to make your own lifting straps, just need a couple of basic things. One is I've got basically it's climbing webbing, right? Nothing super fancy about it. You can get it REI, any kind of outdoor store. You can get a whole spool of it off Amazon, ain't no thing, right? Also, just a little bit of athletic tape. Again, doesn't need to be anything special, right? So I've got two straps here. The straps I kind of measured out. These are about 19 inches long. If you've got smaller hands, smaller wrists, you could probably get away with maybe an inch or two less. If you got bigger hands, bigger wrists, maybe you want an inch or two more. Really, that kind of comes down to just kind of your own preferences, right? Once you've got your straps cut, here's something that we'll want to do. We'll take the straps, and we're going to want to kind of make a left hand, right hand setup. Okay, so here you can see as I'm taking the strap, I'm just kind of folded it in half. I'm going to put this side so that the kind of the right hand side goes over the top. I'll take my other strap, lay that flat, then I'm going to set that up so that basically we have kind of mirror images. If you don't do this, it's no big deal. I find that it just makes kind of loading things around the bar easier if you have kind of this left hand, right hand setup. But again, if you do it this way so they're both the same, nothing's going to go bad. Okay, all right. Here's a little detail, everybody, to kind of just have in mind when you're laying your straps out. One is if I lay it out like this so it kind of lays flat, it'll totally work. But when you actually go to use the straps, it can create, maybe a little extra pressure point here and there. Again, nothing that's going to stop the strap from working. So what you might want to do is basically lay it out so that there's just that little twist, right? So again, the difference between flipping this and over so that it lays totally flat. Again, that's a version that's going to create maybe some pressure points that you don't want, versus just flipping that over so there's just that little bit of twist. I find that just kind of creates a strap that's just going to sit on the wrist a little bit more smoothly, a little bit more evenly. When you got like a heavy barbell hanging off your hands, the fewer pressure points that are actually on the wrist, on the hands, you'll find it's probably just a little bit more comfortable. Once you've got your webbing all laid out and ready to go, you'll want to cut some strips of your tape. I know it's black tape on a black table. Sorry about that. Hopefully you can see that okay. I took my roll of tape, just cut a couple of pieces, then I actually cut down the middle just so that the kind of the thickness or the width of the tape here is relatively close to the width of my webbing here. All right, once you get your tape, And you got your webbing. We'll take that tape. We're just going to kind of go ahead and anchor that up and over the top. And I generally will take 2 pieces just so that's a little bit stronger. Now, if you want, you can totally put like a little drop of epoxy or super glue here. If you have, you know, sewing machine and you're so inclined, you could certainly stitch these together. That'd be super strong. But it's not necessary, just because when you're actually using these, the weight is going to be sitting here, not here. So no worries if you don't have the glue, if you don't have the sewing machine, the athletic tape will work just fine. Once you got those pieces over the top, then we just go around. Again, this is where I'll probably use 2, maybe 3 pieces that I've already got cut out. And then, boom, you got yourself some lifting straps that are ready to go. So there we go. We got our new set of lifting straps all ready to go. One thing that I should comment on is that if you're going to be using these for front squats a lot, where you're going to be kind of pulling up on this top end, again, you don't have to stitch them, you don't have to glue them, but a little extra strength at the finish would probably be helpful, just in terms of the lifespan of the things, kind of save you from having to retape them as often. But if you're going to be using them for like deadlifts or heavy rows, that kind of stuff, again, just going with the tape will be plenty. Again, you can see I got my one-handed twist, other-handed twist, and they're ready to go. All right, let's go get it.